actually landed yesterday at like 4:50, which put us in Uber at 5 o'clock, 5:30, 45
and
minutes.
it's Vegas, so there's always something going on.
Yep.
This week it's EDC, which
Yes.
I figured out or was told.
We were told by
it's the
our
Electronic
driver.
Dance Convention.
Yes.
All kinds of goodness.
And Detroit and Denver aren't having their EDC this year, so everybody
is coming to Vegas.
Woo!
Yeah.
Tourist town. Anyway, so we're back. We're back in the mainland. Very much missing the island already. It was so beautiful there. Not that it's not
I
beautiful
am
here,
so
but it's
glad
just a different world.
that we went for vacation and not monster trucks.
Yes, I will say it was very nice to have got time together with each other without having to worry about do we have to go set up the truck today? Do we put on tires today?
And I wasn't
just want to say
stressed.
though, I just want to say we are forever humbled and grateful for the experiences that the monster truck has given us though, because it has taken us a lot of places.
We've been able to travel
and do a lot of things, meet a lot of
extensively,
people and
make a
stuff.
living.
So I don't want it to sound like we're griping.
It is
We're
an
not-
awesome
we're not
job,
griping.
and I love what I do.
We're not griping. But it was
when I
really
go on
nice
vacation, it's
to
really
be
nice to go on
without it.
vacation.
Yeah, it's really nice to not have it, not worry. And we could plan our days and do whatever we want and get up when we
And
want.
I didn't have to get you out of bed.
No, it was so nice.
When
But
I
I
get
also
her
like.
out of bed and she's cranky, I don't like that.
But I also like. I went to bed. I totally miss being on a day schedule because I'm much more functional when I go to bed at night like a normal person and wake up in the morning like a normal person. I was waking up at 7:30, 8 o'clock every day. It was really nice. Going to bed at 10:30. It was super nice. Anyway, so we made back. So Monday was our 8th wedding anniversary.
Whatever.
8.
I figure from the time that we kind of met, it was all over. So anniversaries are just kind of numbers. I say we've been together 10 years now.
I'm glad you feel that way. They're important to me,
Okay.
which makes it important for you to know that it's important to me.
Okay. Whatever's important to you.
All right. So
I claim
Monday.
I claim we've been together 10 years.
Well, we have, but so Monday was our 8th wedding anniversary. We spent 2.5 hours on the beach. We just lounged. We didn't do anything stupid exciting.
Yeah, we did. We swam around looking for turtles.
Yes, we did do that. 2.5 hours we swam in the water looking for turtles. The tide was up. We were supposed to go kayaking on Sunday morning to go doing a snorkeling adventure. That didn't happen because the tide was up and the current was too rough. So that was a bummer. Something to plan to do for next time.
It was kind of fun, and I hate to admit it. They made announcements about every half hour or so. But you could tell the new people would come in between announcements, come out right where the waves were breaking, and get rocked.
It's not funny, but
they would come
it
up
kind of was
spitting
because the guy
and-
would say, inexperienced swimmers, get out of the water now, watch the waves, dive under the waves. He was telling you what to do.
Don't
the whole
do this,
time.
don't do this.
Many
and
people get
inevitably,
paralyzed on this beach every year. So
they'd
just
be
tell
dragging people out of the water.
you. It was kind of sad to watch these people get beat up, but you could definitely tell the newbies. We've been there a week now at this point, so we kind of knew. But
Don't go over there.
don't. Yeah,
Where-
and you could see. You
where
could
the waves
obviously
are
see
taller
where the
than you,
waves were
it kinda hurts.
were big. Like, don't get yourself in that position. But there were people doing it continuously. So, anyways, we had a good time. So we spent a lot of time on the beach on Monday, and then for dinner, after several recommendations, I had booked I think at this point it was probably 2 months ago that I made these reservations at Mama's Fish House. The story goes that Mama was not from Hawaii. She was from Minnesota. Her and her husband settled in Hawaii. They have this restaurant. The cool thing about it was the atmosphere. Many famous people had been there. There were signed pictures everywhere from folks like Reba to Kenny Chesney to Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson
It
has
was
a house
just a
there.
nice restaurant.
It was a very nice,
But
fine
it
dining
was
experience.
Like locally caught, like they showed which fishermen had caught each fish
That day. Yeah.
So everything you could track from sea to table. There was no ship here, ship there.
Right.
They literally pulled it out of the ocean, cut it up, cooked it, and there you go.
And they print their menus every day. They put the dates on there, and they have a few staples that they're known for. Neither of us opted for the staples. We wanted the fresh stuff that was cooked right then and there. So that was really good. We were seated right at the front, so our view was of the ocean, and that
It was a nice
really cool. It was a
anniversary.
very nice anniversary dinner.
We'll
And then after
remember
that,
that one.
we went to a place we had already been to, but we had a good experience seeing sea turtles there, so we went back to Hoopka Beach State Park, and we saw one, which if y'all follow me on Facebook, I made the big guy my cover photo. He came up by himself on one of the parts of the beach. And then over next to him was probably between 30 and 40 sea turtles coming in for the night to sleep. They are fascinating animals, and it's one of the 2 most popular animals that Maui, or Hawaii in general, is known for having there. The big one is whale watching season, which we were past that. It's a little earlier in the year.
All the whales are headed to Alaska and the cooler waters.
Alaska. But then the sea turtles are there right now, and that was really cool. So we did that, and then we had...
Don't kick the phone. People are trying to watch this and make them sick.
Then we have to... I'm going to poke fun at my own self right now here. So we were supposed to leave. You can fill in. But we were supposed to leave. We were set to leave at... Our plane boarded at 5:49 Tuesday morning. We had a rental car, and we had to turn our rental car in, and it's not like modernized yet, like...
They're building a
garage where you take the car in and then you walk across. It's not like that yet. You have to take the car back over to the lot where you got it. They take you via bus back to the airport. And then you have to go through agricultural search for your bag, U.S. Hawaiian agricultural. You have to put your bag through that.
They don't want any native fruits and vegetables going out of Hawaii.
Yeah, understandable.
Bugs, whatever.
So you have to put your bag through that. That takes a few minutes, and you have to go check in. We had to check back, all this stuff. So I was like... And then we had to get through security. Now we both have TSA pre-check now, so that's kind of nice.
Which is worth its weight in gold.
Totally do it. If you guys
if you don't have it,
do it.
Yes,
love
it.
Like we walked right through past a huge line of people. Anyways, so my idea was I didn't know how long this stuff would take. I fly frequently, so I typically tend to get to the airport.
Forgotten her shit,
stuff. I typically go in enough time to get through security. Blah blah. So I said. We needed to get up.
So I figured what I needed
to make it.
No, I figured what I needed to do to get in, and she backed it up by an hour.
So we got up at 3:00, drove to Hertz rental car, and we then noticed that the gates were closed to return the car. So then we made a lap around the airport, ran into a security guy who then told us that those things don't open until 5:00. And that our option was to wait till 5:00. We got there about 3:45. So for an hour and 15 minutes, we sat in front of the Hertz rental car gate,
and listened to the chickens. And they crowed.
I absolutely lost
the
fondness of the chickens.
You shut your eyes and they start crowing.
Back and forth. It was like competition. Yeah. There was one that sounded like it had been strangled. No. I mean, for an hour and 15 minutes, we listened to the chickens.
It was probably a positive thing. You don't think chickens are so cute anymore.
No, I love chickens. I do, but I do not love them crowing at that hour in the morning continuously. So we got on our plane, bumped over to Honolulu. It's like a 25-minute flight from Maui to Honolulu, and then got on our big plane to head back from there. But it was so cool because we were on an international. We had our own closing area to get on our flight to Vegas. It's kind of neat, and their own bathroom, and it was kind of cool. I like that. Got to meet her. We didn't really go say hi. I'm Rebecca. We didn't do any of that, but we saw a bunch of international folks coming in and carrying over, and we looked up because the Tahitian pearl, is very popular over in Maui with these bracelets. They're called ocean bangles. They're seashells that are found on the islands, and then local artists make these. The lady from we went to the luau the night before on Sunday.
Did we recap the luau?
I kind of did a video on the luau, but we didn't visually, verbally recap the luau. But the luau
that was so cool.
Spot on, perfect. Anyways, so this lady
then sitting on the
comes.
Floor.
I did traditional seating, which I recommend at least once to do traditional seating at the luau.
I like chairs.
The lady literally walk up to her. She's got all of her jewelry out, her Tahitian pearls. They're beautiful, beautiful stuff. And she whips this bracelet, the one I have on my arm, right out of her pocket.
You can figure how that conversation went.
She goes, I just torched this morning. I had to put it away because I wanted to show one of the hula dancers, which was really fascinating. So this was literally torched a few days ago and found this purple shell, which y'all know I love purple. It was found right then and there. So I have this bracelet. It's beautiful. Gold filled, 14 karat, whatever. I don't really care about the statistics, but it's a cool story to tell about. This little lady just whipped it out her pocket and said, "Here we go."
Someone tells me she saw your arm and
Probably. I love
Red-
purple.
red
See,
yellow
I have purple
sail.
all over it. Anyways, we got back. We did a nice flight. I took quite a few naps yesterday on the plane. Somebody
so
drank a
Mom.
Trenta cold brew basic bitch coffee and didn't sleep the entire time.
I don't sleep well on planes anyway.
He's
so.
lying. I should have put up the picture of him snoring from the first flight over there. Totally.
At 2 a.m., yeah, I'll snore for a while.
Yeah. Trenta cold brew coffee before we get on this flight. I was fine. I slept. I didn't care. It was great. Then we got back here, and here we are. So
Back in Vegas.
it's kind of funny because he goes back to St. Louis on the 24th, and then I fly to St. Louis for open house on the 29th. I'll be there, and then I fly back here. I work 3 shifts, and then he flies back, and we're driving back to St. Louis. So I guess it's time to say I'm going to do a local assignment in St. Louis for 3 months, which, you know what that means.
I probably won't be in St. Louis.
Right. So, you know.
Trent, if you're watching this,
Wait, are you praying that you're not there or that you are there?
that I am there.
Okay.
Because that's what happened
Sorry,
last
I
year.
didn't mean to hit you that hard then.
Yeah, you
I
did.
take it back.
That's what happened
That
last
is what
time.
happened last time, but that was my fault because I
You-
said we
you-
wanted to go to Alaska, which this time last year we were in Alaska, and it was so cool to see that pop up on your memories. It was cool.
To
That was
do
an awesome
Alaska, I was
experience.
gone for what, 2.5 months?
I don't care. It was
My
a
truck
cool
was
experience.
anyway.
It was so cool, so cool. Anyways, that's it for this one. This video is the last part of our vacation, which now it's back to work and back to reality.
Not
Back to
yet.
fun stuff. For me,
I just have to cook you breakfast and I'm good. Got your laundry done? Well,
Yeah.
I guess still got one more load for you.
we have a lot of laundry.
You have a lot of
overpacked.
swimsuits. Blew her suitcase apart
I did not blow
again.
my suitcase apart. The zipper popped off. But I've also had that suitcase for almost 9 years. 10 years. 10 years I've had that suitcase. Anyways, we should say bye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Hawaii a nue nue a he vai kaulana vai makai kai a kamalini vai kamao I ka uike e papahi e o pine I kana hele e papahi e o pine I kana hele Ai ke kumaka I ka nani a o vai a ke a o he lua e I ke ai me ka nani a